Welcome to the audiobook adaptation of the HBR Guide to Negotiating by Jeff Weiss. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting your career, you'll find yourself negotiating every day, from salary discussions and project timelines to partnerships and conflict resolution. But negotiation doesn't have to be stressful or combative. In this guide, Jeff Weiss challenges traditional adversarial tactics and introduces a framework that emphasizes preparation, discipline, and collaboration. This audiobook will walk you through every stage of the negotiation process, from the crucial groundwork before you enter the room, to the strategies that help you create value and build lasting relationships at the table, and finally to the steps that ensure smooth implementation after the deal is done. You'll learn practical tools for handling tough counterparts, managing emotions, and turning breakdowns into breakthroughs. By the end of this journey, you'll be equipped with a mindset and skills to approach any negotiation with confidence, not just to get to yes, but to shape outcomes that satisfy everyone involved. Key concepts. Successful negotiation relies on several core principles. Preparation is essential. Professionals should get ready well before entering negotiations, clarify their objectives, consider available options and alternatives, and reach out to the other party in advance. Discipline is equally important. How the negotiation is managed affects the outcome. Negotiators should adopt a disciplined approach by exploring interests, generating creative solutions, and applying fair criteria to evaluate proposals, fostering a productive atmosphere. The right tools are necessary to manage challenges, such as dealing with multiple parties, hard bargainers, communication breakdowns, or heated discussions. Understanding and using these tools helps maintain progress. Finally, reviewing each negotiation is crucial for learning and improvement, ensuring future negotiations and implementation go smoothly. Introduction. Professionals frequently find themselves negotiating, but only those who are well-prepared and creative achieve their desired outcomes. In the HBR Guide to Negotiating, Jeff Weiss encourages a shift from combative to collaborative negotiation strategies. By following Weiss's framework, professionals at any level can shape their negotiations and achieve better results than they might expect. Before you get in the room, use the 7 Elements tool. Defining success in negotiation is shaped by how professionals measure it. The 7 Elements tool helps negotiators clarify their goals. 1. Interests. The underlying needs, aims, fears, and concerns that drive what each party wants. Negotiators should seek outcomes that satisfy everyone's interests. 2. Options. Potential solutions that address the interests of all parties. The final agreement should be the best among many possible options. 3. Standards. External, objective measures used to assess the fairness of an agreement. Negotiators should aim for solutions that all parties consider fair. 4. Alternatives. Options available if an agreement cannot be reached. Negotiators should identify and evaluate their best alternatives. 5. Commitments. Promises made by each party, which should be practical, detailed, and realistic, and made by someone with the authority to fulfill them. 6. Communications. Effective negotiation relies on clear communication, leading to efficient discussions, clearer agreements, and stronger relationships. 7. Relationships. Building strong, respectful, and trusting relationships is vital for productive negotiations and long-term collaboration. Negotiators should strive to satisfy all 7 elements when defining success. After using this tool, they should question their assumptions about the negotiation. Question the assumptions about the negotiation. During preparation, negotiators often make assumptions about the other party and how the negotiation will proceed. These assumptions can limit effectiveness, so it is important to challenge them, both before and during negotiations, and to review them afterward for lessons learned. Eliminating assumptions leads to more thorough preparation. 1. Prepare the substance. After examining assumptions, negotiators must identify the main issues to be resolved. The focus should be on developing a wide range of solutions that meet everyone's interests. Negotiators should consider alternatives they or their organizations could pursue independently, as well as those involving other parties. Once several alternatives are listed, negotiators should select the one that best meets their interests and consider how to enhance its value. They should also think about the other party's alternatives and how to influence them. Prepare the process. Before reaching out to the other party, negotiators should plan what and how they will communicate. They need to decide what messages to send, what information they need, and create an agenda for the negotiation. Building strong relationships is important, so negotiators should identify any gaps in their current relationships and determine how to address them. After identifying gaps and setting a communication plan, negotiators should reach out to their counterparts. Connect in advance. The final step in preparation is to connect with the other party. Negotiators should set a time and place to meet and strive to establish a collaborative tone. While not all preparation needs to be shared, asking questions and ensuring the counterpart is equally prepared will make negotiations smoother. Once logistics and relationships are addressed, negotiations can begin. In the room, begin the negotiation. At the start of the negotiation, professionals should ask questions about the substance of the discussion and listen carefully, avoiding immediate reactions. They should also set a positive example by sharing information in clear, manageable portions and watch for misunderstandings. Building a working relationship early is important. To keep relationship issues separate from the negotiation, professionals should address relationship concerns directly, identify and explore solutions for any issues raised during preparation. Separate relationship from substance. Ensure relationship problems do not interfere with the negotiation process. Strengthen the relationship. Work to improve the relationship, regardless of existing issues, by being respectful, prepared, and attentive one. Create and refine the options. Relationship building helps negotiators generate and refine options. Professionals should clarify their counterparts' interests and share their own, enough to build trust, but not so much that it compromises their position. After generating ideas, negotiators should evaluate them using standards to narrow down options and support fair solutions. If standards conflict, negotiators should discuss which data is relevant. Through this process, negotiators arrive at a few viable solutions. Select the right outcome. When a few solutions remain, negotiators should evaluate them against their best alternative identified during preparation. They should assess each option based on 3 criteria. 1. Operational and sufficient. The terms, timeline, and conditions must be realistic and detailed enough for implementation. 2. Authority to commit. Negotiators should only make agreements they are authorized to make. 3. Internal buy-in. The solution should be tested with key stakeholders who may have concerns or ideas not previously considered. After evaluation, negotiators may feel close to finalizing the agreement, but sometimes negotiations take a turn for the worse, requiring flexibility. Adapt the approach. Negotiators cannot control the other party's actions, so flexibility is important. Strategies include role play. Practice with someone else to explore different approaches. Step back. Take a break to view the negotiation objectively and avoid tunnel vision. Take a break. Pause to calm down, consult colleagues, or rethink strategy. Review and adjust. Periodically assess what is working and make necessary changes. If misunderstandings arise, such as disagreements over standards, negotiators should slow down and explore the issue together. The common challenges. Align multiple parties. Many negotiations involve multiple parties, increasing complexity. To manage this, clarify decision-making. Establish who has authority to decide what. Focus on one draft. Get everyone working together on a single draft of the agreement. These tactics help save time and yield better solutions, though challenges may still arise with hard bargainers. Tame the hard bargainer. Some counterparts resist by stating positions, making threats, and waiting for concessions. In such cases, negotiators should diagnose the situation and try to change the dynamic. Instead of reacting, they should remain calm and consider if they are contributing to the problem. Strategies include 1. Introduce a new element. Bring in a factor the counterpart is not using. 2. Reframe an existing element. Use standards, commitment, alternatives, or the relationship in a new way. 3. Address the tactic directly. Explain what the counterpart is doing, highlight the downsides, and propose collaboration. Changing the approach can save a stalled negotiation and set a positive precedent. Deal with the communication breakdown. Communication breakdowns occur when parties interpret the negotiation differently, leading to negative perceptions. To bridge the gap, negotiators should seek to understand the other party's perspective by asking for reasoning, summarizing their understanding, sharing their own reasoning, and inviting questions. If a counterpart feels offended, negotiators should explore the emotions involved. If a counterpart repeatedly says no without explanation, negotiators should 1. Check if they are persuading the right person. 2. Consider the choices from the counterpart's perspective. 3. List the negative consequences the counterpart might see in saying yes. 4. Share and verify their analysis. 5. Offer new proposals. The goal is to create a more appealing option by understanding the other party's interests, addressing communication issues, and moving toward solution. Handle emotions that get in the way. High stakes and poor communication can make negotiations heated. To manage emotions, stay calm, breathe deeply, listen, show empathy, and take breaks if needed. Identify triggers. Recognize what causes emotional reactions in themselves and their counterparts. Use emotions constructively. Expressing passion, frustration, or excitement can help make a point and uncover interests. Address recurring conflicts. Discuss long-standing issues that may be fueling negative emotions. By balancing reactions, negotiators can keep discussions productive and move toward wrapping up the negotiation. Postgame. Wrap up the negotiation. After reaching an agreement, negotiators should document the terms, record the agreement so both parties have a shared understanding. Ensure agreement. Consult all decision makers and share the documentation. Plan implementation. Consider the steps needed for a smooth transition from agreement to action. Put the agreement into action. Brief everyone involved on implementation, intent, lessons learned, and future risks. Review what happened. Once the negotiation is complete, professionals should review the process, capture lessons learned, and seek feedback. They should identify areas for improvement and document their insights for future negotiations. Conclusion. As we come to the close of the HBR Guide to Negotiating by Jeff Weiss, remember that negotiation is both an art and a science, one that rewards preparation, adaptability, and a commitment to building strong relationships. Throughout this guide, you've learned how to prepare thoroughly before entering the room, how to manage the dynamics and challenges that arise during negotiations, and how to wrap up agreements in ways that foster trust and successful implementation. But the learning doesn't stop when the negotiation is over. Taking time to reflect on what worked, what didn't, and what you can improve will help you grow as a negotiator and achieve even better results in the future. Whether you're negotiating with colleagues, clients, or partners, the skills and strategies you've discovered here will serve you well in every professional setting. Thank you for listening. May your next negotiation be your best yet.